Hi everyone, and welcome to Words with DatOneLady. Welcome, guys, to today's episode of the podcast. And luckily for us today, we do have a guest. Hi, guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Toby and I am a very, very fun guy.
Aha. Is that all you're going to say, Toby?
Yes, because that is fun.
Very funny. Anyway, yes, guys, today we have Toby in the house. Is someone I met on Clubhouse, funny enough. And we struck up a conversation and the podcast came up and he was like, yeah, it's going to be on it. And yes, we have him today. So, guys, today we'll be talking about the new year, what's next, and the fear of the unknown. And I'm sure you guys are like, what in the name of topic is this with that one lady? I understand. The truth is, this topic kind of spawned out of the fact that it's currently day 7 of the first month of the new year. And a lot of us are either freaking out, nonchalant, or hoping for the best for the year. So yeah, I and Toby are just gonna, go through this whole process with you and just talk it out. Like, what's up? It's the new year. So what? So Toby, since it's clocked the 1st of January, what has been your thought process going forward to the new year? And this is not an interview question, I'm just asking.
No, I feel you. I think the only thought I've been having since I did the Happy New Year ritual, I guess, is how to work on my New Year resolutions and not just be a fat child on the couch. Yeah, I mean, my resolutions have been in my head for like a whole week now. I mean, 7 days. So that's it pretty much. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. And I totally get that. I think a lot of people do have like resolutions going to the new year. And for me, I kind of sometimes always figure out that if you're someone who makes resolutions and you're able to keep up to it, then good for you. Go ahead, keep up with the resolutions. But if you're not, be more strategic about the way you go about like the year going forward. And looking at how like 2020 went, like so many people are scared of the year. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And did you feel the same way? Do you feel scared or worried, or what do you think with the fear that people have, like the fear of the unknown?
Well, 2020 was a very, very unpredictable year, and then it was never like the good or predictable. I just know every month had its own drama, and literally every month had its own drama, literally. So hopefully that bad blood doesn't come to this month, to this year, please. Like, nah.
I know,
But
right?
then for 2021, personally, I feel like people are just hoping that it won't be like 2020. That's where everybody's head is like, dear Jesus, dear God, let it not just be like 2020. And then the fear of the unknown is there because there has been so much unknowns that have made us, afraid, I guess, in 2020. So yeah, I think, yeah, just fear. I think a lot of people are going through that fear phase and the not knowing what to do um thought is just really strong in everybody right now.
I know. It's like, I mean, for me, I feel like everyone should just chill, like breathe, like enough of the overthinking everything. Because right now everybody's overthinking. Everybody's like, oh, do I need to plan, or do I need to keep doing stuff, or do I need to stop? Do I need to rethink? How do I plan? Oh, I didn't do this last year. Everybody's like hyper on the whole stuff right now. I just feel like everybody should just relax, man. Like chill. It's sometimes I think like we have 365 days to redo what we did not do, or take a stab at
Mhm.
life again, basically. So for me, it's just like breathe, take it a day at a time. If you have plans, take it a day at a time and like write them down and try to figure things out. Do you write stuff down?
Yeah, I do a lot actually.
Yeah.
I feel like dear diary. That's how I feel like sometimes.
No, I don't think that's bad. I think it's cool that we write stuff down, like it's sort of
Mm-hmm.
journaling and try to like put things in perspective for ourselves. And hey, don't get me wrong, if you're listening to this right now, whatever works for you is what's perfect for you. Do what works for you. Do not think that, oh, Toby and Rose says, oh, we should write it like this. So no, you don't have to do that. Take your time, whatever works, whatever is perfect, do it. But sometimes I feel like when you write things down, it's like getting it out of your head into paper, then seeing
Mm-hmm.
it before putting it into action. I don't know. That's the way I think about it. Anyway, so 7 days so far, and how do you feel about the year so far? I know that's weird to ask, but I
Yeah,
feel
it is actually. It is. It is. I've been feeling. I don't even know. Let me even be honest. New Year's Day, everybody's all happy and hyper and everything, but I just felt tired. I just felt tired. Like, oh, this 2020 is finally gone. So that's where I was. Like, let me just rest. Let me just catch my breath. Let me just breathe. And then after New Year's Day, I just been thinking about, okay, 2021, what's next? I already have my plans, I already have my goals and everything I would like to do. And then I've just been thinking of how to even start. That's literally where I am, how to start doing all these things. And then there's this form of laziness, I guess,
Mhm.
to start all these plans and stuff like that, because I don't even know. My first plan was to go to the gym.
Yeah. Ooh.
And then it's been a big L, been a big L for now. But then I haven't gone there. No, trust me, I have a Batman body and everything. But then
I'm
I
going,
just I just
again. Do you guys hear that? He has a Batman body, just so you know. Go ahead.
but the Batman body is not really showing so well. So yeah, that's just a problem. But then yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe just not me, but a lot of people are thinking of how to just start, because people give themselves or themselves some really nice, huge plan or huge goal to meet, and they're like, how do I start?
So that's a very big one. Everybody felt tired. I think everybody felt this. Okay, I don't want to generalize. Coming off of 2020, some people felt like, oh my God, finally it's done. Some people felt, whew, it's all over. Now we can live good life and be happy and everything will be good. Some people felt, so what now? What am I going to do now? But I also agree with you that going off of 2020 into 2021, I was kind of tired. I was like, ugh. So now,
Yeah,
what I'm going to do now? So what's next? Writing all that plans down was amazing to do, but now the question is, all right, it's time to get to work. It's nice to get those things that you've written down done, and that's where the big deal comes. That's where the real situation is, or where the real situation is. And one thing that I would say to that is just do it. Like, what is it that you want to do? What's that thing you want to do? Want to go to the gym? Okay, is the gym open? First question. Is it open? Yes. If it's open, try to just go there, even if it's 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and maybe move something.
hmm,
Don't overthink it. The problem with us is we always overthink the process. We want to do
yeah,
it I want to do
yeah,
it perfectly. And do you get my point? We always you want to say, okay, I want to have my gym clothes. I want to make sure I go at so time of the day. And when my mind is sound before I go to work or before it's time for this, I want it. No, whenever you feel like it, just get up and do it. Like when we overthink things is when we slow ourselves down. I don't know how you feel about it, but that's how I feel. Like, what's the process
yeah,
to you going to
very,
the gym? Like, do you understand?
yeah. I feel like you're very accurate. I mean, you're spot on, spot on, spot on. Surprisingly, spot on.
No, it's like I think about it and I'm like, it happens to me too. Before I stay also, this is not a flex, but half of last year, I'm trying, and also me saying this doesn't mean that every other person should do it or you should feel bad about every situation. But last year, myself and my friend, we worked out 6 months straight. At home, we did not go anywhere. We did not have any workout gear or anything, and this is how why it worked. And I'm just gonna say this: the only reason it works was because we did not put too much pressure on ourselves. So we would say, oh, hey, we're going to work at 11 a.m. in the morning. If we wake up at 12 and we're both awake at the same time or something, we'll call each other, hey, are you ready to work out now? She's like, okay, let's do it. We work out. If she wakes up at 2 or she's done at work at 2 or something happens and she's not able to work at 12 and we are available at 2 o'clock, we go ahead and say, okay, let's do it. We work out. Do you understand? We did not have like a specific time, a specific reason, a specific thing, or a specific way to do it. So that's why it works for us. And we did that for 6 months straight. And by the time we were ending 2020, we were so excited. Why did we do this? How were we able to achieve this? Then we realized that there was no pressure. We did not overthink it. And we just did it when we were able to do
Nice. I feel like I should steal your friend from you.
it. Oh my God. No, when if she hears me talk about this, she's gonna laugh because there were days when we were like, yo, I don't want to do this. And the other person's like, no, you have to do it. Or the day she doesn't feel like it, I'm like, no, we have to work out now. And we're able to push ourselves through. And that's something that I also like to say to someone, like, if you have an accountability partner, someone who's serious on the same level with you, understands what you want to do and how you want to achieve it, and also has the same mindset as you, I think it's doable.
Yeah, it's like a plus, like a huge plus.
Yeah, it works a whole lot. But yeah, it's 2021, and sincerely, I think I'm just gonna tell everybody, chill, relax, don't overthink it. Take it a step at a time. So what would you tell everybody out there? What would you say to them? Like, what would you want to tell someone that's worried about the year already?
That's a trick question because I feel like I'm the someone in this question. I don't even know, but then I'll probably tell them to just, take a deep breath and close your eyes for a second and just get away from the pressure because there's so much pressure.
Exactly. Exactly. Aside from going to the gym, what's that other thing that you think you were hoping to get done with this year? Because we don't know. We could have another episode where, we could have you back on and you would talk before the end of the year and we talk about how you did so far with everything 2021.
Yeah, that'll be fun, really. But then another thing I would like to do this year, or I intend to do this year, and hopefully we'll do this year, is to you know get better in my software skills and all of that, so I can be badass at work. Excuse my
Okay.
language, I guess.
Nah,
But
that's
then,
totally okay.
okay, okay. But then, yes, that's like a huge goal of mine because I got employed to my company like some 4 months ago and everything. So, me personally, I don't like to be in on a mediocre level where I'm just easily dispensable. I would like to be in a very high standard level where it would be hard to be dispensable. I'll be of so much value to the company in that sense. So for me to be at that level that I want to be, I have to be really good at the programming and all those kind of skills related to it. And it's really new to me. So sometimes I'm like, how do I do this? How do I do that? But then luckily for me, or yeah, luckily for me, I've been able to figure out how to do it. So it's not a matter of doing it. So yeah, that's where I'm on. I figured out the how, figured out when, where. So it's just a matter of you know doing it at this point. So yeah. So I don't know. I feel like everybody has kind of pressure that comes from within. It's not even like peer pressure or anything. This is from within. Like you're doing this to yourself, and then because you want to do something, you want to reach a goal or you want to achieve something, and then it kind of like messes you up for a second. I mean, it keeps you in check or it puts you in check by that, but then it messes you up for the better part of it. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to overcome that stuff and get it going.
No, that's interesting, and that's very good. And if I would sum up all you just said right now, it's like you want to add value to yourself to be more
Mm-hmm.
valuable to your company, which is amazing, and it's a great way to like. I think it's a great way to step down from 2020 to 2021. 2020 was kind of a year where all of us were just like low in spirit, down on like suddenly thrown into this box of sitting down at home or managing the situations that are in the world and all of that. But now you're like, okay, that has happened. Now we know how to go forward with this. I need to add value to myself to be more valuable and like to be more valuable and very important in my company, which is amazing. So anybody who wants to steal that, go from Toby, please, you can do just that. Like add value to yourself because being someone who is indispensable is amazing. It's an amazing thing and it's an amazing value to bring to wherever you are, company, office, whatever it is that you and wherever you are. Anyway, I don't know if Toby has any other thing for us today. We don't like over talking too much, but I think we've really discussed a few things and it's important. First of all, it's a new year. Take a deep breath. Don't overthink anything. Things will work out as long as you put work into it. Remember to add value to yourself. And I don't even Toby has the last word for us.
Yeah, I do actually. It's a very, very long last word. But then
Let's do it.
overthinking comes or overthinking or worrying comes when you don't have a solution. And sometimes the solution is very, very simple. It's as simple as breaking down your tasks.
Mm,
So most of the times when people set goals, they always worry like, how am I going to do this? The hack to it is to just, start small.
mm,
Literally just start small and then when you start small, you get consistent, you can now do more, get consistent again, do more. And as you do that, you just realize that you already finished your goal or achieved your goal and you're already done on to the next one. And then that's it. Like, yeah, let me give a very, very interesting instance. So I'm Nigerian, right? And then we like our plantain.
Mm.
So sometimes you're like, how am I going to finish this plantain? I mean, you want to fry plantain and then you're like, you see the plantain fingers and everything. Like, how am I going to fry this plantain? You have to start small, like slice your plantain to smaller bits where you can fry it, and then when you do that, it's easy to eat, it's easy to fry, it's easy to eat, it's easy to just take it everything in. So that's the same algorithm, or that's the same process, I would say, that we should actually look at life in this 2021. Start small, get consistent, get that stability, then do more. And before we even do more, we're already probably done with what we're trying to do. And then we're good and happy and eating plantain. Yeah. So
Oh
yeah,
my God. That's amazing. Thanks for the analogy. That's a good way to put it in, or to explain that whole conversation of taking it a step at a time, taking it a process at a time. I really like that. But yeah, the fact that you like plantain that much, I really hope you make good plantain. Just
the
to ask.
best. Like the best.
Oh my God. For all the Nigerians out there who understand what I'm saying, I want to ask Toby this very weird question. Do you like your plantain hard and really nicely crispy? Or do you like it soft and sugary? Because it has a sugary taste when it's very soft.
Yeah, it does. But then yeah, I mean, I do like to choose. It just depends on the mood really. So I just take them
Like I
all.
don't like
Take
to
them all.
choose.
Like I just take them all. But then
Oh.
really, yeah.
All right. Anyway, so guys, like Toby already said, please try as much as possible. Do not overthink. Even when you're overthinking, it happens because you're not having a solution, you're not finding a solution to things. So take it a step at a time, just like the plantain analogy. If you don't get any of that thing from this whole conversation today, just take the plantain analogy. Look at the fingers, open them, slice them one after the other. Think about your oil, think about frying them, and all that good jazz. But yeah, thank you so much, Toby, for joining us on this conversation or this episode of the
It,
podcast.
it was a pleasure. Pure
We
pleasure.
we appreciate it, and we hope you join us some other time.
Yeah, man. Hit me up, man. Hit me up. Yeah.
For sure, I will. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and thank you guys for listening.
I don't want to say bye because I'm already sad I'm going.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to today's episode of the podcast. I really hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can always share this episode to your friends and families, and your friends and followers on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or whatever social media page that you use. If you enjoyed this episode, please do well to follow the podcast on whatever app you're listening to right now, so that you can get a notification when I upload a new episode. Don't forget, you can also follow the podcast on Instagram at DatOneLady, which is DatOneLady. If you have any questions or suggestions for an episode, please send me an email at DatOneLady@gmail.com, which also is DatOneLady@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening once again. Until next time, remember to keep living, keep loving, and ensure you're living your truth. Have a great day, guys, and bye.